Merry Christmas, everybody. We're going to give off my personal Christmas gift to everyone. This year is going to be a new video showing off the new additions to the character roster that were introduced in version 0.9 of Mushroom Kingdom Fusion. So I'm going to load my current game save. I didn't save my old save file, so I gotta head back to everything, so I won't be able to show off too much that has been remade right away, but I can show off the new characters. First thing you'll probably notice is on the map, Roll looks a little different. That's because they changed the Super Leaf variant power-up for... I'll go to the tutorial level to show it off, mainly because the tutorial level has new music. I'll have to look up what this music is, but it's no longer just the NES Gyromite theme. But yeah, this is Roll's new costume. This replaces item 2, and it's her Roll.exe counterparts outfit from the Mega Man E.exe series, or the Battle Network series. You can actually shoot through walls with the regular Buster shots, so you can still slide through the jump, and if you double jump, you do like a little spin and you get this energy barrier that protects you from enemy projectiles. When you charge up, I probably already showed it off, fire, you shoot these double arrows, kind of like Arthur's crossbow, only they're bigger and more powerful and they fly more lower to the ground. I thought that was pretty neat. Now let's get to some of the good stuff. We got new characters to play as. I honestly thought they had completed the roster when they introduced Samus Aran to the game, but apparently not. There's a couple new characters to play as, all of which I believe were planned, or at least 3 of which were planned for the game from the beginning, but were scrapped for various reasons. And one that replaces 2 characters that we had before. Here's the first new character, is Firebrand. And it says here he's got a whole bag of ranged attacks, he can cling to walls, he has a hover-like limited flight ability, usually at hand. He's rather slow-moving and lacking in non-flight-based abilities. He can hold a second power-up in reserve. So if I start as Firebrand, I'll head to the Goomba Mines. Now, Firebrand actually comes from Demon's Crest, which has already been referenced a few times in the game. I'm going to switch to this form, because he has his various forms, and they change his main attack. See, I can blow fire. He also loses his flight when he's in this form, but I'll show this off. You can climb on the walls with him. This form has a double jump. You can do this dash attack when you hit down and jump. Grab this other one, since this is his aerial form. The aerial form lets you fly upwards, and you fly for longer than you do without it. Yeah, you can crawl along the ground in any form. And yeah, you can fly. You see his attack is a little different. He shoots these like wind cutter things. You can still do all the Super Mario things, like grab shells and enemies. Here's a new power. If you saw that object that flew out of me when I grabbed it, that's a new feature for the game, where you grab sub-weapons, instead of the other sub-weapon just disappearing, kind of like in Dracula X, it'll drop it on the ground in case you want to pick it back up. And yeah, you can see I switched to this plasma bolt. And I believe his shots could potentially break bricks, yeah. Some of Firebrand's attacks can shatter bricks when you hit them. You can see being able to fly like that's pretty useful. Wanted to show off his star and his poison mushroom, so I'll do that real quick. One amusing thing about the aerial form is I can fly up, but hitting down does not make him fly back down, so you're kind of trapped at the top of the screen until you start to land. Not a major issue. I mean, if you want to land, just hit the jump button to land. Yeah, I'm gonna head through this stage, grab another one of his power-ups here. I think this, yeah, you can hold an additional power-up. This is his ground form. He doesn't have any actual like close range moves, which I'm getting hit now. But yeah, in any form outside of his flight form, he can actually cling to the walls. This is his Invincibility Star theme. I believe it's from Demon's Crest, which is the game his sprite is based on. And clear the stage so we can hear Firebrand's clear theme. Over here we'll show off Firebrand's poison mushroom. It's this white skull thing. It kind of looks like a gargoyle skull. Maybe it is. Alright, here's his store items. Let's take a look. We got the Wind Crest, which gives you the aerial form. And you get a large boost to your flight time and the ability to fly upward. The Dark Crown, which gets you a seeker shot that homes in on enemies, but doesn't seek while you're clinging to walls. The Earth Crest is the one I've currently got on. You lose your flight abilities, but you get a dash attack and a double jump, which I showed off. And the White Armor, which gives you a boost to speed and flight time. He's also got the Devil Kazuya suit, where you gain the Devil Blaster, which is Devil Kazuya's light laser attack, which is pretty neat. The Jupiter suit, which gives you electric arc blasts and a charge-up shot, which is his Mega Man suit equivalent. There's his full health item. And the Ripley suit, which is his sci-fi outfit. This gives him a rapid-fire plasma breath and a charge-up tail whip that you can aim in any direction. He's got some sub-items, too. These are all the extra weapons he can get. The Tidal Torpedo, it says. Apparently very powerful when firing underwater. He's got a Buster, which is the modestly fast projectile that breaks bricks. The Demon Fire, which is a projectile that pierces weaker enemies. The Griffin Claw sets up projectile barriers against enemy projectiles. A Tornado, which creates a whirlwind you can use to reach better heights. The Arimer Spark, which is a homing shot that'll like auto-aim at enemies in front of you. And Heaven Blast, not as powerful as Firebrand remembers it, but can still be charged into a powerful blast. Yeah, this is the character you played as originally in Capcom's Gargoyle's Quest, which was one of Capcom's like Game Boy games. There was an NES sequel, and the game we're probably most familiar with, as it's been referenced a lot in Mushroom Kingdom Fusion, is Demon's Crest. This next one is actually a returning character from an older version of Mushroom Kingdom Fusion. One that existed before I even started covering the game is Meta Knight. It says he has no power-ups, but he has a sword that hits harder than other melee characters. You can do special sword thrusts by pressing up and the special button, which is replaced with the shoot button. While dashing, you can perform a lunging slice. Holding down in special makes him stab downwards, vaulting safely off foes. And he can do 4 jumps in the air. These are all pretty standard for Meta Knight. As you can see, he can swing his sword. As it said, he hits 4 mid-air jumps where he flaps his wings like that. Up and special makes him stab upwards, like it said. He has no power-ups, only the little pip drinks that you picked up in the Kirby games to recover health. And he has this move. He stabs downward. You can hold run or even double tap to make Meta Knight run. He gets a pretty decent sprint. So listen to his invincibility theme. This is the theme that plays when you pick up an invincibility candy in the Kirby games. Which particular remix this is, I'll probably have the text cover. Clear a stage, it plays Meta Knight's victory theme from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. As we were told in the character select screen, Meta Knight has no power-ups. You can buy a Maxim tomato to full health him, but he only has 3 HP. Meta Knight's poison mushroom is this Galactonite, I think. I think that was the Galactonite head. So we know that now. Let's get to the more exciting part. There is a brand new character in the game that was meant to be playable right from the beginning of Mushroom Kingdom Fusion, but only in 0.9 has he actually been added. You can actually play as Kirby now. He's been added as a playable character. You see one of the Goombas dropped him a power-up, which lets him throw bombs. Kirby has actually 5 HP and uses the copy ability, where he'll get random items that serve kind of like sub-weapons. He's got a bunch of them too. Here's the stone ability, which does what it does in the other games. He can perform his float. He gets like 5 extra jumps by floating. And the little air pellet he spits out can actually damage enemies. He can also slide, which damages weaker enemies. Fire attack. Kirby can't stomp enemies, but I don't think he has it. I'll check. He does not. I was checking to see if he had the thing he had in other games, where if you fall from high enough, Kirby falls face down and can smash enemies from high up, but he doesn't have that in Mushroom Kingdom Fusion. I can drop the power up if I want and use Kirby's regular ability, which is to suck up enemies. But we can't suck up a piranha plant like that. I can suck up this Goomba, spit it at the piranha plant as a star. Yeah, they added Kirby as a playable character at long last. Yeah, he's pretty good. Copy ability, the plasma. This one lets him charge up a blast, kind of like a Mega Man move. If you fire it normally, it just shoots this little spark that doesn't have much range, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but if you charge it up, the longer you charge it up, the stronger it gets, until you can fire a really big blast. Yeah, we got Kirby now. I remember this character was supposed to be in the game from the beginning. He kind of controls like Meta Knight did, only of course he doesn't have the sword, unless you find the sword, which is one of his power-ups. Here's Mirror. These shots you can fire to damage enemies, but also reflect their projectiles back at them. And of course, being able to float means you can get the one-up from the flag pretty easy. And his victory music is the one from Kirby Superstar. Let's check out his store items. We'll start with his power-ups. There's a Starfy suit. This says allows Kirby to swim faster and perform a powerful spin in 8 directions. You can also do a downward stomp by holding down and jump in midair. The missile suit allows Kirby to turn into a missile that flies in 8 directions. It lasts for a while and deals damage to armored foes, but it doesn't work underwater. He's got a Gatling pea suit, which I'm guessing dresses him up like a Gatling pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. Allows Kirby to shoot peas. You can hold down and special to spawn Torchwood. This increases the pea damage by shooting them as fire. Small chance to spawn other throwable plants. And a Metool suit. This allows Kirby to use the defensive hat, a spray shot, and a large charge shot. You can jump in midair to do propeller jumps when the gauge is full. Basically, Kirby's Mega Man suit. His sci-fi suit is a Twin Bee suit. This gives Kirby a hammer attack. You can hold special to charge up an energy shot. Floating is replaced with jet boosts, hovers when the gauge is full. And over at the sub-items, we can look at all his copy abilities. First is Burning. We saw that one. That's where Kirby turns into a big fire comet and flies forward. You're temporarily invincible while he recovers if you crash into a solid object, and you can't use it underwater. There's Cutter. This gives you a spinning boomerang blade you can throw. You can throw up to 3 of them. The beam allows Kirby to fire a stream of energy beams that will damage enemies, and you can slow your descent when you're in the air firing it. Kirby's Stone ability, which turns into that rock that falls and smashes stuff, kind of like the statue stomp Mario gets in the Tanuki suit. The bomb, which we saw, Kirby throws bombs, but you can use up to throw them as well, to lob them upward and down to drop them at your feet. And bombs don't hurt Kirby either when he uses them. Needle allows Kirby to grow sharp needles that will deal damage to every enemy around him, but you can't move in that form. Plasma allows Kirby to fire those electrical bolts like you're using a Mega Man character. And it says here, Kirby will also suffer recoil and be knocked back when you fire the fully charged bolt like I showed off. Mirror shoots those weak barriers that will reflect the enemy projectiles. Here's the sword. Kirby gets the sword attack that does good damage and makes his slide attack stronger since he slides holding the sword out. You can perform a rotational swing when you jump and use it. The wheel, which turns Kirby into a fast wheel that can crash through weaker enemies and do good damage. Kirby can jump while in this wheel form and can't take damage while he's a wheel unless he's turning. Ice gives you the medium-range Ice Breath attack, stays active while special is held down. And the microphone, which lets Kirby perform up to 3 full-screen microphone attacks. It says, the microphone's damage and armor-piercing tier increase with each use. The ability's lost after 3 uses because it's basically Kirby's super move. Okay, it shows an arrow here, but I can't check any more sub-weapons out, so I'm guessing this is all Kirby has currently. Maybe you'll get more copy abilities in a later version. I forgot to mention this, but Kirby, Meta Knight, and Firebrand, as well as the new character that I'll be showing off after this, all still have the same Mario mechanics where they can lift up and throw certain enemies, like the Mario 2 Shy Guys here. Here's what the slide of the sword looks like. Grab the cutter to show that off. And you see like Kirby throw little boomerangs that damage enemies. Want to get the star, because Kirby's star theme is the same as Meta Knight's, the theme that plays when you collect a candy power-up that temporarily made Kirby invincible in the Kirby games. Get another one up while I'm at it. See what Kirby's poison mushroom looks like. It's an angry-looking King Dedede face. So let's go ahead and let him fall in the pit. So now we know what Kirby's poison mushroom looks like. Ooh, I also want to show this off. Every character now has a review character controls when you're in the pause menu. If I select it, it'll show all these. First it shows this, which is the key that tells you whether it can block projectiles, reflect projectiles, break bricks, or waiting. You can see on ground and midair, underwater, and all the button prompts and such. And so here it shows Kirby cannot stomp enemies, as shown by him getting hurt stomping the Goomba. The dash, which you can tap forward twice or hold run. Slide attack is down and jump. Then you have the inhale ability, the star bullets, you can swallow enemies, and you can use other abilities by collecting the power-ups for them. You can apparently squirt while swimming in the water. I haven't reached a level where you can swim yet, so I haven't tested that out yet. You can use the reserve button to drop an ability, but you can inhale it back in if you want it. Jumping while in the air puffs him up. 6 jumps or hitting the run button will make him deflate and shoot the air bullet, or even touching the ground will make him do that. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. They show off all the controls for every character. Every character has a sheet like this that explains all their traits and such. Our last new character is actually one that's replacing 2 of the older characters. Specifically, Classic Mario and Classic Luigi are gone. Instead, they've been replaced with this version of Mario referred to as Game Boy Mario. It says he's here for those with the real challenge, with stiff Super Mario Land 2 physics and only the Fire Flower and Bunny suit to power him up. So let's start as him and I'll show him off. We'll go to his shop real quick. And you'll see right away, as it says, he's only got 2 power-ups, the Fire Flower and the Bunny Suit. I remember the Bunny Suit used to be Luigi's power-up for the Super Leaf before it was replaced with the Propeller Suit. And Mario's sprite, as you see on the left, that's his sprite from Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. You even see it as the screen when you get in. This time the music is extra appropriate as I'm playing as that version of Mario. It's kind of amusing, because you might recall Super Mario Land 2 was the game that introduced Wario as a villain. Got his Fire Flower. You'll see he's got that little feather in his hat, just like he had in Super Mario Land 2. Run a little faster. He still controls like Mario, just without the spin jump. And as it says, his movement is a bit more stiffer, similar to classic Mario. Yeah, this is the replacement for them. Here's the bunny. You can see I float slowly down with it. I think I can fly with it. I'll get some run-out space and try. Nice and fast. No, he can't fly, apparently. The bunny suit could fly in Super Mario Land 2, but I guess not here. Unless I did it wrong. I don't know. Let's listen to his star theme. Apparently he gets the can-can that was playing in the Super Mario Land theme levels. I guess it makes sense. The invincibility theme of Super Mario Land 2 wasn't that impressive. That sounds much more, fanfare-ish. And the theme it plays when you clear a level is the same as in Super Mario Land 2. Check out his poison mushroom. Apparently it's a a poison mushroom version of the mushroom from Super Mario Land 2, which is pretty neat. Yeah, this character replaces both classic Mario and classic Luigi. Like I said, to show off the new and revamped levels, I'll have to get a little further in the game, as there are probably new battle levels and such, and I know the Boo Mansion and Subcon Panic are different, so I'll probably cover those first. But to end this part out, we're going to check out this new battle stage. It kind of looks like a cage. If you remember the intro to Mushroom Kingdom Fusion that was shown off in version 8, 0.8, this cage might be a clue as to how we actually get Mario and Luigi. Jailbird Showdown, as it's called. Some power-ups to grab here. There's a Hyper Bomb and a Rolling Cutter. I'll grab the Rolling Cutter. Go in this tree, and there's a boss in here. It's a Mecha Birdo. I think I gotta pick up its, shoots angry hearts from the Yoshi's Island games. I gotta pick up its eggs and throw them back. There we go. As none of Roll's guns appear to be hurting it. Watch out for it. So, whoa, look out. Use the vines to climb over the Mecha Birdo. I thought I could stomp the shells, but apparently I cannot. Moves there. That's what I need to attack you. There we go. Watch out for its Koopa shells. Since it's roll, all I can do is shoot them. Watch out for those hearts. Over the Mecha Birdo as it charges. More shells. There's what we need. That takes out the Mecha Birdo. And it also ended the level. Yeah, you can see the Jailbird Showdown is still available as a stage. Again, considering the name of this level, coupled with the the opening. I'm assuming this is how you unlock Mario, or how you unlock Mario, who was trapped in a cage by Wario and Waluigi in the intro of the game. So yeah, I just wanted to show that off. And yeah, coming in the next year, I'll probably have finished most of 0.9 of Mushroom Kingdom Fusion, and we'll check out the rest of the new changes to like levels and such. So I hope you're ready for that. So I'll thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next video.